Guys, hello. So I posted a question yesterday asking all of you guys what you would like me to talk about today, and the options were um, how to book cheap travel, how to make money while traveling, and favorite destinations. And the winner, the one that everybody picked, was how to make money um, while traveling. So we're gonna be talking about that today. First of all, I wrote a blog post about it, and it is called Four Proven Ways to Make Money While Traveling. I'm gonna go ahead and share the link with you. I give really good tips there, such as seasonal work, which is how I started discovering that I could travel and make money. Teaching English, which you can do both on site or online. So yeah, you can go traveling, go to China or go to any other country in the world that requires or is looking for English teachers, and you can do that. And it's a really good way to have a cultural immersion while making some money. You could also do it online. You can do a work and travel visa and go to a country like Australia or Canada, and it all depends, of course, on what country you're from. And the fourth way, which is what I'm going to talk about today, is becoming a digital nomad. So, what is a digital nomad? A digital nomad is anyone who makes a living online. So, when we started traveling, like really traveling full time, it became evident to me that there are ways that you can make money online. So for a while, we were doing seasonal jobs and spending, 4 months here, 5 months there, and then traveling in between. This was amazing. It was so much fun. I mean, we got to experience winters in the snow and, summers in beautiful islands with deers grazing, and it was really fun. But then anytime we had a family emergency or a birthday or a wedding, or we wanted to go somewhere and meet with some friends or whatever, there was always the issue of, oh, but I'm working for this 4 or 5 months and I can't go. And it always involved working holidays and Christmas, and we just didn't want to do that anymore. And last year in August, we went on a trip to Israel for one of my friends' weddings. And, you know, coming back, we did not want to come back. We could only take a week off. We worked in this great resort. They were so amazing. They let us leave in the middle of their busiest time. Um, but we didn't want to come back because a week was not enough to do the trip that we did, and we were completely rushed, and therefore had to spend all this money doing all these crazy tours in like no time, and it was just exhausting. So on the plane back from Israel, we decided that we wanted to work online. We're like, we need to find a way to continue doing this so we don't have to come back, whatever that means. We no longer want to do short travel. We just want to stay out for long periods of time, and we have to be able to sustain ourselves because up until then, we have been working almost completely just on site. So we would work for 4, 5, 6 months, save a bunch of money, and then go travel for extended periods of time. But that also left us with, like, aside from the fact that we started not wanting to come back, it made us, like, at the end, like, you're running out of money. You always think of how much money you have and how you're gonna make some more. And halfway through your vacation, you have to start emailing jobs, trying to make sure you have something coming in like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, however many months, because you only plan for so long, right? So that's when we started looking into becoming a digital nomad, which basically means working online and being location independent, which is and was our dream. Our goal was to make money online, enough money to be able to sustain ourselves without having to be in any specific place. We have now made this goal. We are not making as much money as we'd like, or completely settled, or like stable, or have it all figured out, but we have found like many good ways to make this work so we can continue traveling. We have now been traveling since September of last year. So it's going to be almost a year that we have not worked in any specific location. And because of that, I'm able to spend summer in Miami with my family, having fun. I've visited everyone, most of my friends. I've been to a bunch of countries in the past 9 months, and all of this with just working online. So I'm going to share a couple of ways that you can start doing this if you absolutely don't know how to do it. First of all, you have a skill. You have a skill that nobody else has because you are you and nobody is like you. So with that skill, you can go online and find somebody who needs your skill, your service. If right now you work in retail, you can find somebody online that has a store that needs some help. If right now you work in, if you're an administrative assistant or secretary, or, work in a front desk somewhere, there's tons of people online, jobs that are looking for, virtual assistants, which is basically a secretary. You could do anything. You could do anything from organizing social media, all the way to becoming an influencer and getting paid for travel, which is obviously the dream, right? That's how we started. We wanted to get paid for travel. We figured all these people are traveling, doing all these things, and why are we not? Like, we're traveling all the time too. So then we started getting into, content creation. Of course, we're both, not of course, if you don't know me, you don't know this, but if you do know me, you know that I went to school for film. So did Roger, my husband. So, like, for us, started taking photos and making videos was the challenge, but not the most difficult thing. But if that's not you, it doesn't matter. You can start with so many other things. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of websites that I know for sure that you can go and list your services. Um, which I think is the best, most important way to start online. So you can either start teaching online. If you speak English, you already have a job. Like, you can make as much as 20 something dollars an hour. You can create your own schedule. All you need is a strong internet connection and to be a native English speaker. Um, so if you have that, then you already can start doing that. If you don't have that, but you have some other skill, if you're an artist, if you're a storyteller, if you're a singer, if you're a musician, if you're any kind of anything, I mean, literally, there's somebody looking for your job. If you can just run errands, anything you can imagine, right? So here are some things you can do. You can go to Fiverr. Fiverr, Fiverr.com is a really good website where you can list your services, small tasks, like if you know how to do logos, if you know how to do simple designs on Canva to make social media pictures prettier, if you know how to edit photos, if you know how to anything you want. You can just list it on Fiverr, whatever price, and somebody will hire you for that. You can start a Facebook group. If you start a Facebook group, you can find like-minded individuals and start teaching them what you already know. That eventually can become like a store sort of situation for you. You can sell your products, connect like-minded people who might, help you. You can also use Facebook groups to find jobs. So if you look up digital nomad anything on Facebook, you'll find tons of groups of people that are doing the same thing. If you look up digital nomad, location independent, remote jobs, all of that stuff, there's Facebook groups with people posting um, openings every day, looking for people to help them out in projects, startups that are starting to do things online. Another one is Upwork. Upwork.com is also a really good website for finding gigs and freelancing job. When I came back from that Israel job a few years ago, I literally had no idea how to do anything online. I had a website that I hadn't written on or blogged on for years. I had an Instagram that I was barely posting on. I was horrible at editing photos. If you go back on my Instagram to June, July, August of 2018 alone, you'll see a huge difference from what we have right now. But it's all been because of learning in this world. So I came back from this Israel trip and I started Googling left and right how to become a digital nomad, how to work online, how to work remotely. And then I reached out to other people. Within a week, I got a job. I got a job helping a small startup company with sales. Then I started helping them prepare their trainings, and it was a job. It didn't last very long because then I wanted to concentrate on other projects, and it was a startup, so they don't always work out the way you want them to, or they don't always succeed. But it was a job. So a person who knew nothing online, who had not worked online, done anything online in a while, who was working as a server at a restaurant on a seasonal job, full time. I was able to, within a week of coming back from a trip and realizing that I wanted to do this online, find a gig helping a startup, a team of creatives, develop their own dream online. And that allowed me to go traveling, knowing that now I had a job sustaining me, knowing that there was money coming in every month so I can continue traveling for, the winter and the fall. So, just when you, there are no bad ideas in a brainstorm, as my friend Max would say. And these little things that nobody would think about are ways where you can find jobs. Another thing you can do is you could post online. Like, if you know something like social media posting, if you know how to do engagement, if you know how to optimize posts and get people, riled up on social media, you can write an ad on your own accounts and say, "Hey guys, I'm looking for to help someone out as a side gig." Any skill you have, if you're a dog walker, if you're a hair cutter, if you are really good at makeup, you can start offering your services to your own group of people, or you can start reaching out in groups on Facebook to people that you can, help teach or offer your services to while you're traveling. Freelancer.com is another one of those. Clarity.fm and takelessons.com. Takelessons.com is really good. I couldn't figure out my own handwriting, but takelessons.com is really good if you want to teach something. So anyway, there you go. You could even do something on Skype and charge people for teaching them on Skype. There are so many ways you could do it. Let me know if you have any specific questions regarding this and what else you'd like me to talk about. And I'll see you tomorrow.